Hello everyone, Kim Q here, and although I definitely didn't think I would be doing a video at midnight, I absolutely had to. You see, I was standing here cleaning my kitchen, yes, at this hour, because that's the only time I have. I was cleaning my kitchen and not watching TV while I do it, but I was doing what I frequently do, which is listening to the replay from one of my company's calls. You see, this is the reason why, if you are a part of an opportunity where you're trying to obtain any type of freedom, money freedom, time freedom, or both, it is imperative that you find the time to plug into the system and stay connected to the company calls because there is time. Most companies nowadays have replays, so listen to the replays whenever you can. That's what I do, and the reason why is because it's so important. You never know when you're going to hear that story or get that nugget, or just hear that one thing that helps you take your business to the next level or gives you that extra push, that extra motivation, that extra oomph to get out there and keep working towards your dream. And that's super important because if you don't work towards your dream, you'll always have just what you have right now. And chances are, for most of you, what you have right now is not really fulfilling many of your needs. You see, I heard a young lady on the call just now, and her story almost brought me to tears because what is now her reality is my dream. Now, one day it will be my reality too, but right now I want it so badly. I can celebrate the fact that she has it, but I just want it so badly. And a large part of the reason why is because of what you see on the screen. You see, in the last 8 weeks, my husband and I both, although we're great drivers who have not been involved in accidents in years, in the last 8 weeks between he and I, we've been involved in 3 accidents. He had one, and I had two. This that you see on the screen is the most recent one where a deer, a full grown deer, literally hurled himself into the side of my car while I was driving with my son. It was the loudest thing I've ever heard and the hardest thing I've ever felt. It was the craziest thing ever. He hit so hard that this right here, you can barely see it in this small picture, but that is the deer's hair. He hit so hard that he knocked the hair off of his own head into my car. Absolutely gross. I've never experienced anything like that. But the crazy thing is, just that morning, okay, this is the third accident, and just that morning, my husband had told me that his job, where he's worked for many, many years, where he indisputably is one of the best workers, according to them, they called him into the office because the 2 accidents, one that he had and the first one that I had, the 2 accidents that had occurred prevented him from going to work. Like one he had on his way to work, and one I had like about an hour before he was supposed to go to work. So he couldn't go because he was with our child while I was waiting on the cops. And basically, he had to call out. But because of the timing of the call out, they write it up as a no show. So he was very upset the morning of this accident because his job, he was basically being told that his job was in jeopardy. And he couldn't believe that he was being written up for no shows for accidents that were not his fault. So that night, to have this accident happen, it was so ironic, and he couldn't even stay. He came, of course, to check on us, but he had to have his best friend, who is more like my big brother, stay with both myself and our son while he rushed to work. I say that to say this, guys. These jobs, even if you love your job, most people don't, though. Most people go to bed praying that they don't get laid off from a job that they hate, a job where they spend day after day, many times working past their normal 8 hour shift to earn a paycheck that still doesn't even pay all of their bills, a job that they never mentally leave because even when they come home, they're still dealing with like the stress of the job, so they can't even enjoy their family. So many people have jobs like that. But even if you don't and you love your job, let me tell you something, your job will never love you as much as you love it. Your job will always put the job and your job responsibilities first. And you and your family, I'm not even going to say they're second, it's way down the line. And so when I hear people say that they're too busy to even try to pursue a plan B in this day and age, in this new economy, when jobs are just really treating people as if they were disposable, good people, good workers, as if they were disposable, it's really disheartening. So I'm going to go ahead and share this with you. I want to emphasize, though, I'm not trying to make any income claims. She's not making any income claims. This accountability call is something I invite you to. I'll put the information for you to join us next week on Monday morning so that you can hear how people are winning over here in Total Life Changes, not just this young lady. Now, she's going to say something about her income, but her results are not typical because she's not typical. Unlike most people who join a business and treat it like a hobby or a lottery ticket, this young lady actually put the work in, which is what I'm doing. And I'm so inspired by her story. Hopefully you will be too. And even if you don't lock arms with me in TLC, I hope that you go out there and you do something besides just go work for someone else's dream. So while this is playing, I'm going to show you some images of some other people that are winning in TLC. But like I said, I hope it inspires you.
Oh, I'm doing so good, Lanika. I love this call. And I love you. Guess what? I'm so excited for you. I'm about to post to shout you out right now. I know many of you probably know. My name is Bonita Lee, and I'm a global director with Total Life Changes. And before I get started, I really want to say thank you to you, Lanika. This accountability call, remember when I first started my business, every week I've been on this call. I was on this call, and I kind of slipped off a little because you know how things start to get busy in our business and everything. But this accountability call really helped me, and I will never forget this account. I used to look so forward to sharing my activity and everything, and I still do. But I had to get on this call today because God has just blessed my family and I so much, and I needed to really share. And Anika, I really wanted to share with everyone what's been going on and everything with Total Life Changes. This Saturday morning, my husband, it's so hard to say this. I retired my husband, y'all. I retired my husband. I love it. I retired my husband. I mean, it's not that it's hard to say. It's weird. Because it's been a goal of mine, and it's been on my mind to do this for a long time. My husband, Hassan McClain, is a great man. He has been good to me and our family. He has been so good to us, and not just me and the kids, but to my sister and to my mom and to my brothers. My husband has been so good to my family, and my husband's been driving trucks for over 10 years. He drives at night. He drives for 10 hours every day. A few years ago, my husband got into a really bad accident, a truck accident, and he could have lost his life. It was a really bad accident, and I'll never forget when a job still charged him. Like they give you about 3 charges a year, and it wasn't even his fault. I told him not to go to work because it was snowing outside, but he said, we need the money. We need the money. And he still went to work, and he slipped on an ice, y'all, and he drives those, he drives 2 trailers. He drives a double, so it's a really long trailer, and it slipped on ice, and that truck got smashed in, but, God protected my husband, and nothing happened to him. He said he was lucky to come out of there alive. And just for years, I've been trying to find something to help him get off that road or help him do lesser hours. And I couldn't find anything that will replace his income. And my husband just retired. I mean, can y'all imagine? And I'm not gonna talk long, but my husband. No, this is good. People need to hear this. But you go ahead, take your time. Oh, thank you, Lenika. It would be so many times. I guess this is like the first time I'm sharing, and oh God, I hope Greg not on the phone because I'm such a crappy. But he calls me and he said I have to pull over because I almost crashed. Or it'd be times I talk to him at night to keep him up, and I always pray and say, God, bring my husband home. Please bring him home to us safely. And I said, I just want to take him off that road. I really want to take him off that road because I saw what it was doing to his body. It was breaking down his body. I saw how tired he was. He tried so hard to do things with the family, go places with us. And I saw how tired he was. sometimes he could barely keep his eyes open. And he tried so hard to spend time with us, but it was hard because driving 10 hours a day, and then when he gets there on the Richmond, Virginia, right? When he gets there, he still has to work the dock. So it's not like he can go there and come straight back. So I saw what he was doing to him. And I just asked God, I said, please, I just want to bring him home so we can work this business together. We can, take this money and invest some other things. He can start his own business, And that goal came true, you guys, because of TLC. 1 year with TLC replaced my husband's income. Not only replaced it, but we quadrupled his income. All I wanted to do was replace his income. That's all I asked for. But God has quadrupled his income. So now we're comfortable. We're so comfortable with him coming home. Of course, we had those questions of what we're going to do about health insurance and what we're going to do about this and what we're going to do about that. See, when you're making $10,000 a week with Total Life Changes, you don't really have those worries. You say, you know what? We can afford it. You can come home and feel comfortable. So my husband was nervous about coming home because he has always been the provider for us. He always been the provider for us. He took us from North Philly and moved us to the suburbs with his income. And he's done a lot, but that job has blessed us. I thank God for that job. It has blessed us a lot. But it is time for me to bless my husband. And I brought my baby home, y'all, Saturday, October the 31st. My husband retired. So thank you so much, Lanika, for letting me share.
Wait a minute. Before you get your phone back out, when did you join Total Life Changes?
I joined Total Life Changes on September the 9th of 2014.
Wow, so 1 year, and just let me also get a little personal, because these stories, they really help people, they give people hope, and they inspire people to even go hard after their dreams and even dream bigger, and also just let others know that it can happen. What has been your largest check for the week in Total Life Changes?
I'm not making any income claims. Her results are not typical because she's not typical.
So thank you so much for those of you who, and a lot of times we think that everyone know who we are. Just like that's why I share who I was again, because there's people who got on this call. They just joined Total Life Changes. They just started their business. They don't know who we are. So of course, most of you may know already who Benita Lee is, but she is a global director in the business, doing very well. She's under the direct leadership of Ms. Denise Lee and Mr. William Lee, and of course they're a personal enrolled ambassadors out of the Philadelphia market. So I say that because sometimes people don't know. They're like, well, we can't just assume, So thanks so much for sharing that story. We're so happy and just so excited, just to see. We were there the first time, the first meeting that you all had in Philadelphia last year. It was just about 14 people there. And so just don't despise small beginnings, everyone. If it happened for Benita and her family, it certainly can happen for you and your family. All right, come on forth. The next person hit.
Wow. Like I said, I had to share that. It really did touch me. Her dream is her reality is my dream, and I know it will be my reality because, especially with this company and the products that we have, the products work. The products work. If you doubt it, I just dare you. I dare you to take a few moments and come to my website right here, waitforwhat.com, WEIGHT. Click on that testimonies tab, and you will see story after story, before and after picture, after before and after picture, and written testimony after written testimony of so many things that it will blow your doors off. I have my own personal testimony on there as well. I definitely invite you to come and take a look at it. And anything that I can help you with, any answers, any questions I can answer for you, my information will be in the description box. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, comment, like, and definitely share. Inspire somebody today, because these jobs, it's a new economy, guys. All right, thanks for watching.